I heard a clever inversion of a common phrase the other day, and the inversion was, don't just do something, sit there. And I loved it because it was clever, and I also got it because that's what I do when I feel like I've got so much stuff in my head that I have to do. My response is kind of a polarity response, which is to say, well, fuck that. I'm not doing anything. Because from doing stuff from this state of being with my head like my left cortical, like my left neocortex like bulging out and all these linear thoughts bashing into each other, I'm like, that sucks. Life is not fun, not enjoyable. And so I don't care that I think that I have to do these things. It's much more important to me to enjoy now in my doing of things. So I'm not going to do anything, and I'm just going to stop, and I'm going to slow down. And typically it looks like going and sitting in my back garden. I have a little corner where I meditate and lift weights, and or sitting in my office on the floor or on my sofa and just closing my eyes and breathing and sitting there. So don't just do something, sit there. I love that. And then what? Okay, then I get to relax. I'm just sitting instead of doing without thinking. I get to relax, my mind slows down, I can breathe, I can feel my body. I start to tune into this whole body. You know, this left part up here, it's good, but I got a whole body that I can use to think with and to feel into, and I want to access all of that. And when this is like firing up at 1,000 million megavolts, gigawatts, and I can't access the rest. So don't just do something, sit there, slow down, calm down, relax, chill out. That's great because peace returns, well-being returns, groundedness returns. And I think it's a great thing, and it's half the story for me. It's half the battle for me. It's half of living for me. It's half of the creating perspective. It's half of what creating is for me. You know, my mentor Steve says, if you want peace, drop story. And if you want to produce, create story. So the first half, if you want peace, drop story. For me, that's another way of saying, don't just do something, sit there. Peace. But then there's another half. Once I've got the peace, once I'm grounded and I'm connected and I'm still and I'm able to feel my body and hear my intuition and sense spirit, then don't just sit there, do something, right? Now that I've got my connection to peace and stillness, don't just sit there, do something. You know, unless your whole thing is to become a monk where you sit in a cave and you just meditate and you sit there and your thing is sitting, that's great. I mean, you were given an ass, you can sit with it, but you've also been given legs and hands. I'm going to use them. I got a mouth, I'm going to use it. I'm going to sit, and then I'm going to do something. So what's the first thing I'm going to do once I've allowed myself to sit and zoom out and see the illusory nature of all this activity and all this thinking? I'm being thought. It's just happening. It's not real. Fuck. Calms down. Then what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to dive back in. Boom. What's up? I'm going to create some thoughts. You can't create thoughts. No, you can actually. When you're still, you can use your will to dance with thinking, and you can use your will to generate ideas and new patterns of thinking that create a state of being, that orient your behavior and your actions. So I'm not just going to do something, I'm going to sit there. And then, once I've done that, I'm not just going to sit there, I'm going to do something. And it begins with inculcating a new idea, a more useful thought, a more useful pattern, a more useful way of being, a new idea about myself that's going to move me out of my sitting and into action with clarity, with lucidity, with intention, with conviction. Oh, there's so much I have to do. Chill out, sit down. The most important thing for me right now is creating a supportive environment for my wife when I get home. She's got exams coming up with her wine career. She needs space. I'm going to take my son, my mother, and I'm going to take them out to give her space tonight. That's the most important thing. And I'm going to love her, and I'm going to be patient, and I'm going to listen, and I'm going to hold her. This is just me doing that right now, right? There's nothing more important than that. And I can forget the rest. Because if I be that and do that, who I am grows, and my capacity to do everything else is higher. That's all that matters. I could be thinking about work and money and tasks and all those other things that I could be doing, but no, I'm sitting, hello, sitting. And now I'm not just gonna sit here, I'm gonna do something in here, and then with these legs and hands out in the world. Today is the perfect day for you to create who you are. You are loved and you are powerful, and I am loving you simply for your being here. Talk to you soon.